Thanks for staying with us. Okay, it is time, all you dance lovers. We have our bi-weekly recap of Dancing with the Stars on ABC. We have Hunter Lisle, the owner and operator of Lexington Aurthur Murray Dance Studio, here to give us all the highlights of last evening's competition. Hunter, thank you so much for being here.
It is a pleasure. Can you believe the season 28? We're in week number 3 already, and we've seen eliminations, we've seen some stay and some go.
Well, and we had drama last night, not in a bad way, although there was some.
Yes.
It was movie night.
It was movie night. That's one of my favorite ones because they have to
Yes.
enact the cinema and they have to get in the theme of it. It's so much fun.
And they really did. Did you see the pretty woman one
Yeah.
where they had the car out there? And
How could you not like that?
Amazing.
How could you not like
Amazing.
that? It gets a crowd reaction every time, and it's just so much fun.
What were your favorites?
I have to say, I like Ali and Sasha. I thought the rumba was beautiful. They had the highest score, so I mean, you can't knock it. Even Lynn praised them a little bit, which getting praise from Lynn Goodman is always a challenge.
Can we talk about the judges a little bit? Because we talk about the contestants all the time, but what makes these people the experts to judge all these people?
They're good people. Lynn Goodman we've known for many, many years. He was on the first infomercial that we ever produced years ago, believe it or not, and Carrie Ann is a joy. Bruno is his own person. He's a character.
That's a nice, is that a way of saying bless your heart?
That's a way of saying bless your heart, yeah. But he's really nice. So, but they're all nice people, but they do come from backgrounds of dancing. I mean, Carrie Ann was with Madonna years ago. She was in Living Color, one of the girls there. She danced beautifully and still does. Lynn was a world champion, literally.
Ballroom dancer?
Ballroom dancer, yeah.
Okay, because I think that's interesting. She comes from more of kind of the maybe...
Yeah, more hip-hop, jazz, type modern dancing, and she had a great career with that. And then Lynn was strictly ballroom, literally, and with the BBC and everything else, and then got onto this. And he competed, believe it or not, fun trivia, with the president of Aurthur Murray. They actually, this has been many, many, many years ago. Of course, Lynn's going to hate me for saying that, but that was a long time ago. But still, they competed, and they actually did compete against each other. So
okay, so they're qualified to make these decisions.
They sure are.
All right. So you liked the highest score. You agreed with our judges.
Yes.
Were there any other standouts?
You know, there's always the high and there's always the low. Lamar had the lowest at 12 so far, and it just wasn't that great. But that's
can we talk about Lamar's? Because, he came out and he was doing the iconic Tom Cruise Risky Business dance. And like he had tennis shoes on that looked like he was in his socks.
Yeah.
When he first came out, I was kind of laughing. I was
Yes.
a little uncomfortable.
Right.
It was funny right from the beginning.
It was, yes. And
then it just kind of went down.
Yeah. It started out strong. You know, there's some people that are strong beginners, and there's some that are strong finishers. He was strong in the beginning and a bad finisher. And if he had kept that up the whole time, he might have done a lot better, actually.
Right. But it's hard.
But it is hard.
It takes a lot of stamina
The pressure to get out there is extreme, and you have to do it right the first time when you're on the floor.
Well, I have a question for you, because is it normal in ballroom, I guess, competitions to have the props like they do? Are you allowed to have couches out there and cars and people?
Not in true competition. In true competition, it's pretty brutal. You might have 48 couples on the floor at one time, and you're cutting them down to 24, then 12, then 6. And there's no time for props. It's strictly dancing. So, but that's okay. But this is more a show dance.
Right.
So you've got the choreography, you've got the fun, and you've got the audience, which is really important. So they have a lot of cool props and things.
And I'm guessing you don't really call in your votes during ballroom
The judges stand there with a clipboard like this, and we go, you're marked or you're not marked. And you hope that they have enough judges that catches all the right people.
Which that's tough because there's so many people out there. So there are some comparisons between the two.
There are, absolutely.
We did have some drama that didn't have to do with the music last night.
Of course.
What happened?
Well, we had injuries. You know, we have injuries. And when you have an injury, it can reassert itself, which it did, and it knocked one of the couples out before they even hardly got going. So
Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis, yeah.
Which, I mean, dancing is a lot like sports.
It is very much so.
It's very, very athletic. If you have an injury, you're out.
You're out. And there's not much you can do about that. He tried. They gave it a great shot, but it just didn't work.
Well, Hunter, we're going to talk some more drama because I need your take on it. Carrie Ann didn't seem too pleased about that.
No. There was no happiness there. But there was nothing you could do about it. So again, she was very vocal.
Right.
But the judges have they tend to say what they think. So because they can, and I admire their honesty in this because it is a real competition.
Sure.
So I admire. Despite the fact some people don't like that, they're very honest. So they can't help it sometimes.
Well, has that ever happened in your memory where there was an elimination because of something?
Yeah, where they had an injury and they kept going.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we've seen several injuries that got pushed to the end. And unfortunately, when that happened, they can injure themselves more. So I would like to see it when they do get injured to bow out because they don't cause permanent damage.
So you think they should just be cut from the competition?
To be safe, because you always hope for safety, happiness, and a great performance.
Absolutely. Do you have a preview of next week's? Do we know yet what's coming up?
There's a few things, but they're kept under wraps. They won't let me talk about it until that day. So we will talk about it soon.
Oh, that means 2 weeks.
But you got to watch because there's a few surprises, and you're going to see some upsets next week. So it's going to be kind of fun.
Can we do an early guess on who you think is going to be the champion this year?
This is just me saying this. James Vanderbeek has done very well, and Ali and Sasha. Those are the top two. I think James is going to go crazy and do really well because he's very good. He's an athlete. He really works hard at it. So if I had to pick right now, and it's only week 3, I would pick him.
Dawson had a little bit of a seductive dance there last night. It was not the Dawson we're used to seeing.
No, not at all. No. So I think unless something happens, he's going to keep going.
All right. Thank you, Hunter. If anybody wants to take ballroom dancing for themselves, where do we go?
Very easy. Call Aurthur Murray, 278-7711. It's good for singles and couples. So if you don't have a partner, you can learn to dance also and have a great time. We've been here almost 20 years, and we make it easy.
And maybe you can even find a partner
Absolutely.
to dance with.
You absolutely will. There's no question.
And then on to the competitions,
on
right?
On to the next.
All right. Well, thank you. We always
My
enjoy
pleasure.
having you here, breaking it down. Let us know who your favorite is. Go on our Facebook page. Talk to us. We'll see you again in 2 weeks.
Looking
we'll have your
forward to it.
recap. Stay with us. We'll be right back.